Welcome to this video. In the last video, we set up the recurring appointment so that you have an event with a Google Meet link that recurs over multiple days. That is a great setup, except for now any student can just click on that link when you post it on your Google Classroom and show up in your virtual office, which really is almost like having a real classroom. Anybody can show up at any time. But if you wanted to maybe encourage your students to show up at specific times so they don't crowd you in your virtual space, what we can do is set up some appointment slots for those virtual appointments. So I will come to my calendar again and click on that same day. Most of the time when we do something in Google Calendar, we're setting up an event, but you'll notice that there is this link here for appointment slots. I always like to make sure I'm on the right calendar, and let's go into more options. So I'm going to make my tutoring appointments, and then quickly I'm going to set up my time and recurrence to match the other event. So I have the timing and the recurrence all exactly the same as my other calendar event, and of course you can adjust how long these appointment slots will be, 30 minutes, or you can adjust. Now, what I will say is, in the description, I like to put the link to the Google Meet virtual meeting room. So I will save this. Now, sorry, this looks a little strange because now you look like you are double booked. You have your original office hours that you have set up that allowed you to schedule the meeting room. So this meeting room exists, and then you also have the appointment slots that have the grid here. So you have two different things kind of happening at the same time. Let's click on the one without the little box, the one without the grid. That's just the appointment that you had set up previously with your Hangouts. What I need to do is copy this link. Once I've copied that link, then I'm going to come to the other item here, which is the appointment slots. I will use the pencil icon to put that in edit view. And in the description, I will just put, this is the link for the meeting. Now, if you are booking appointment slots, I would say don't put this link on your Google Classroom. Let's put that link in your appointment slots description so that students don't know it's there until they book an appointment. And we will save that for all your events. So sorry, that's a little confusing because you have two different things going on at the same time. One is reserving your digital space, and then the other is allowing students to book your appointments. Now, if you are using this setup, what you want is, instead of posting your Google Meeting link on your Google website or on your Google Classroom or whatever, you want this web page here. There is an appointment booking web page for this calendar that Google automatically made for you. So that link, when I click it, it will allow people to come and select when they want to meet with me. So just to show you the student view, what students will see when they land on this page, they clicked your appointment booking link from your Google Calendar. They can see when the appointments are available. They click the link. They say, yes, I would like that. And that sent them an email and also added this to their Google Calendar and removed that so no one else can book that appointment. The email that they receive will also have that link that you put in the description. So they'll have an email that tells them you have booked this appointment, and then they can click that link to hop into your virtual meeting space. Back on your calendar, you will begin to see when those meetings happen because they will set up little appointments for you. I'm going to switch to the day view because it's getting a little crowded in my week. Now I have my virtual meeting. This is where we reserve the meeting room. This is where we set up the tutoring appointments. And then here you will see who has booked an appointment, and it will have, that event will have their name on it. So it gets a little crowded, but that's fine. One trick I would definitely do if I were you, I would turn on email notifications for myself so you don't forget that some kid has booked an appointment with you, because I've done that. So if you hover over your office hours or whatever calendar you're using, hit your snowman button and go into your calendar settings. As you scroll down, you will want to have, for this calendar where your appointments are being booked, you will add a notification. And I always say, give me an email notification 10 minutes before. So one more time, If you are using the appointment booking setup, you do not want to post your Google Hangouts Meet link on your Google Classroom. Instead, you will come to your tutoring appointments, the appointment slots, and you will post a link to your appointment page calendar. And that way they will not have the link for that video conference until they book an appointment. Now, the only thing is you are reusing that room. So any student that has booked an appointment will have the link to the same room. So they may show up 5 minutes early and they will pop into your meeting room. But again, that's really no different than having an actual physical classroom, because somebody's going to walk in and say, oh, are you ready for me yet, or whatever. So if you have more specific kind of privacy concerns, in the next video, I'll show you how you can actually generate a personal meeting room that is not reused for each appointment slot.